Welcome to a mournful Monday, folks. For this shall be a 50,000 game that should have been an 80, and who knows. One little eat is a nice way to start. I am still smarting from the way this one ended, but there's certainly fun on the way. Oop! Number 2 hitting my butt. Here we are in my childhood. Goodness, how did the childhood go? Who's in first? Somebody at 40,000. A no name. No name being Ninja, not announcing himself at the top of his head so you can see him coming before he comes. And I am in the Save Princess skin. Well, I'm in the Princess skin, and my name is Save Princess because if I get into a rap, I want you to save me. Maybe that's why I got to first place. Somebody read my name and decided to come to my rescue. Oh, look at that. Can't piss up on that. Well, can we? Can we? Can we? Of course, we want to live. There we go. Only want to, get so much as we can and still comfortably live. I think I gave it well, there's another one just running into me. But I'm now a bit bigger when that sort of thing is a little less, maybe a little less of a freaky occurrence. Here I'm kind of extending my body over, well, let me see, what is the plan here? Basically staying where things are liable to pop, an area where the multiple, having found an area with multiple fairly big guys. Now, that, oh, yeah, okay, fine. He laughs, he laughs through my pressure. Let me see now. So, this looks like an area where something might happen. Kind of extending ourselves over the area. CB is the green guy. Oh, and there's a thing of beauty to be in the right place at the right time for. Though I don't eat as well as I might have. I wonder if we can get some look at that. Well, now there's the beginning of eating. Oh, wow! You know what? In the as a live game, I don't remember any moments that close. I'm wondering if that's something about how the recording is playing rather than how the game went when it was a live occurrence. I don't remember it. I just don't remember a head-on shot like that. Here's a situation where I can't really get that close. But I've decided now that my circle was too loopy and I have to make it more narrow in order to have readiness for the next person to pop. Most likely to my east, to my right. So now we're not that committed to the circle. Okay, so I'm not meant to get any of this, or maybe I'm from here. We'll make our circle narrow from over here now. And try, keep thinning our body. Just giving have that readiness for something to pop. There, of course, a very big guy goes. If I cut inside that guy, maybe I get more, but then there's, of course, it's the people out of my field of vision. I think a little attention needs to be paid to extending, but this definitely continues to appear to be the place where things are blowing up, the place you want to be. Elio is up in first. I remember that person being in second. It takes a little over 40,000 to lead the field. It looks like there's an interesting life above me with a rather big person being wrapped by, was it Killa? Player by the name of Killa. And I feel that I remember, if that's what I'm seeing, I remember a fellow named Killa from a previous game. Is that reference to any particular YouTuber? Or just a good name to give yourself if you want to think of yourself as a badass? Jesus is our salvation. Not the first time I've seen proselytizing in the form of, now there's one that gets really nicely in the flow and blasts through that. It gives me a circle that's not quite as you like. Oh, then I kind of get immediately gets, well, if you're going to scare me into this direction, might as well get some food while we're at it. Maybe a couple nuggets here. What's happening now? We'll just find our circle. Didn't know what we were going to do exactly. Let's find our circle. Things are blowing up. It's a good time to close. You examine where we are, 7,800. I'm prioritizing dots rather than touching my tail. I need to go inside my circle. So here now the point is going to be to get the best expansion we can, and it looks like this guy has a potential wrap. And so this is pretty bad trouble. The red guy is not getting the heck out of the way, and he's about got a wrap, but I just can't get out, right? The other one's giving me trouble. Now this person gives me trouble, and like in spite of all my efforts, I definitely had wrap awareness. There just didn't seem to be a good way to avoid it, to stop it from happening. So here I am, 7,800, and Maya is going for the wrap. And at this point, it did not look very good, but now it looks wonderful, except I'm being spun all around, and the place is just jam-packed with people going for the food. I don't know that I've gotten one little nugget of it. And there is an opening, and I'm alive, and I am in 10th place. Very, very briefly, I was up in lights. Guess we'll be flashing for a little while. There we are, back in 10th place, like a loose light bulb. Oh, that one could have been my doom, but it wasn't. We survive a wrap. We get really, really shaken up, even when given our supposed freedom, and a tight little compact ball, even with our supposed freedom. A compact ball that was getting even more compact when there was nobody in particular wrapping me. It was getting more compact for a while. But we are free now. And our man Elio is still at it at 47,000 and close to doubling a person with a sentiment I can go for. I love to slither. Freedom. What to do with our freedom? Chill, relax, look for the next thing. Well, okay, now I am always, on general principle, I am scared into changing direction when I see somebody. I let the people I see define where I set up my safety circle. Here we are, a 615th place. We look down at it. Under 400 people. Not a lot. I guess that's a bot's number. Although 10th place right now is above 10,000, and that doesn't go with the bot idea. Okay, pretty big. There are bigger ones out there. I guess we kind of want to recoup. We've kind of been through a lot, I would say. Even if there might be better things to do than turn in circles. Now, this one's a tempting one. I maybe had a little bit of regrets about it. Let's see about trying to surround a person doing a safety circle. I kind of thought the guy was just way too big, just beyond reason to go for him. Oh, but there he dies. So somebody got him, and I ate fairly well. I am out of the leaderboard. Even after eating better. This one's not close. Trying to play bigger than I am. I leave a little bit. Not quite close, but okay. Got a lot of freedom. So there, I'm blasting through rather than turning a corner. Turning a corner where you don't know what in the world you might encounter. Now, here's a guy taking his own sweet time over a lot of food. And another guy sneaks in. That's all right. The more the merrier. We are back in 10th place, and we've got a wrap. 2 different people. One of them, Inferno, moving like a crazy bot. And the crazy bot knocks out the poor slug. Eats pretty well. And thus making Inferno a not terribly embarrassingly small snack. So, for you scoring at home, getting dizzy along with me, perhaps. Not a very surgical, not target engineer precision. Now here I've got a little bit of a commitment, don't I? I want to get my damn wrap. You know, I saw quite a lot blowing up. So now we're going to get the damn wrap. It's supposedly safe to eat, so I get to have them all in protected space. So here we are in 8th place now. That's the highest we've seen ourselves. We don't know where the heck to go. It certainly looks like heading due, northeast is the best, because we saw all those little guys swarming in the western area. So let's go the opposite of there. 7th place for Save Princess. Elio, not doing a whole lot, but alive. Elio gets to 48,000 as I get that pickup. The idea here is that what I left behind there can all get scooped up at my leisure once I make this turn and catch it on the other side. 5th place, that is major movement. Major movement to be in 5th place already. And there it is. And oh my goodness, well, you know what? We're not that committed yet. We believe that I think fairly rightfully believe that we have maneuverability. But after that pickup, we do need to get to safety, and that is a bit of a problem right now. There's a little notion of doing a wrap, but I would just rather get to safety. I've dropped to 8th place, and one wonders about my pure mass. Did I boost for long enough without meaningful orbs to eat? Did I actually lost mass as I dropped from 5th to 8th? In any case, we managed to set our circle again. And there's a nice one to take advantage of right now. So this guy is so intent on chasing me, he's forgotten all about the food, and there's still quite a bit left. And I've got a little bit extra energy. Oh, barely won that one, but that's how it's supposed to go. So now, but this could go pretty much in the flow of a wrap. Now, being the, I'm pretty big for this guy's a bot, crazy bot. I don't think I want to chance the food just yet. As crazy as he is, it's saying he was crazy enough that he just rammed right into me. I don't have to go through a lot of energy to shake him off. But I'm pretty compact. I'm in 7th place, 15,000, but it's a pretty compact 15 as these things go. A form of safety, but I'm playing as if I'm a heck of a lot smaller than I am, so we want to get expansion. Oh boy. I'd like to maybe get over here too. Nice area. Little shot if you want to mess with me. I just want to get home to safety. Now there would be nice to participate in. I guess the main thing is I'm pretty safe now. Got a pretty nice circle. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, good God, where in the world are we? We're kind of close to the edge. Definitely in a sparse area. And what kind of notion does red get? Well, just in case he has something, and he did, he actually was pretty close. Here's a convenient place to eat as we escape. We definitely do not lose face. We get to eat while we're escaping. Maybe might be a good time for a little headbutt. No, we're just going to get back to safety. And we're going to boost through, continue to boost, try to get our extension, and get this guy shaken. And I'm back to 5th after that. So, did we scare him? Here's an obstacle he has to deal with. Can you deal with the obstacle? That's what you get. Now, this actually turns out quite nice. We just saw the guy turn to eat. He's actually kind of my blocker right now. This is, he can't eat all that he wants. He's too small to eat everything. So I get decent scraps with him as my blocker. And we reclose without a lot of trouble. Oh, this person. Oh, I think I just saw his tail end. I saw his tail end at the same time in one end of the screen as I saw his. No, that has to be someone else then. So pretty big. Let's see if we can get down. And there it is. We get to eat that. Would have been a bit of trouble if there was anyone else. Take a bet that there wasn't. At this point, I am still into cloud, even it means not having a perfect oval going. And they're always pretty much ovals, aren't they? Rather than, perfectly measured circles. And we're up in 3rd place. Finally rich. So who was it? What was the guy's name who popped? The 40,000s. The new name up on the leaderboard. Finally rich in the low 30s. I dropped myself. The eating gets slow again. And that was quite dangerous. I had noticed it coming out. This guy's racing against me, racing behind me at the very moment, so I got to seriously watch it. We definitely want to get some of this food, and I should probably be fairly happy with what I got. Well, we need extension. What happens here is this busted play. Busted play, going for extension, wanting to play like I'm big. But what the heck, this isn't that bad. Maybe the slight difference where we are will prove better for getting more dots. It's very sparse dot-wise. There's the knot in my body. Save Princess has made it back to third place, and now it is Jessica Storm at IMDb who has taken over first. Save Princess back down to fourth. Toggling between third and fourth place now. Both these guys are pretty big. I'm hoping to be able to use, well, the green guy as a shield on one side. There might have been some risk. Now there's a little guy we want to stay away from. Very bald. Very good extension, but also very bald. Not a lot of dots here. And there we extend ourselves. Maybe not so much for the 2 dots exactly as trying to get extension. Now, can we get around this one? Oh, that was easy. Where did he go, in fact? Oh, there he is, appearing back on the screen. So this time I was able to close around a fellow as I do my safety circle. I do not actually think of my safety circles as being quite as safe as they might, though, when I have people inside my body who I am playing studiously indifferent to, as opposed to just indifferent. But he's annoying me, so we're cutting the circle a little bit because of his annoying me. But then you think, okay, now that we've taken care of that problem, parent problem, am I actually going to get value out of making myself scrunching myself up for a kill? Probably not. And cooler head is prevailing in deciding that I'm better doing the safety circle, doing the somewhat unsafe safety circle, because you have a guy inside you. Now I'm in second place. It's 39-19, and pretty darn sure. Oh, look at that hole I've lifted up. Look at that hole. Look at that hole, and he can get through. He's just got enough. You know, they can stay with you speed-wise for a little while, and even outgun you and then get to full speed faster than you can. So that guy has a life, maybe a life to write home about himself. The day that I got out of the jaws of the big guy and lived another day and perhaps achieved greatness of some kind. There's another person with great taste in clothes, and it is so blank back here. We're very close. We're not that close to the wall, but it's playing blank like, frankly, like a Bots World. Bots World, all the math starts in the center. And it only takes 7,000 in the 7,000s to get to the top 10. That's also characteristic of the bots. Only 348 players, not a lot. And there's always some kind of sprinkling of bots. So, number of indications that we're in a bots world. Now, here I started to get a little bit of an idea. Usually I was saying I'm not particular about in which direction I expand, just wherever it looks safe to do so. Right around here, though, I made a bit of a different decision than usual. I was going to try to expand, of course, unless something comes up to mess with your plan. Uh, here's a good pickup that feels, for the lack of people around, it's a good pickup that feels pretty safe. Though the presence of that fellow is going to definitely make me decide that I need to strike out at some kind of new territory. So here we are in second. Who knows what's happening with Jessica Storm? Now, here's the big question. Is that my body? Is that my body that was twisting around? I didn't quite recognize it, or didn't necessarily think that ought to be my body. I imagine it was. It sure would be tragic if it wasn't, though. And I touched my butt, or if I went for what looked like a potential wrap. Now, here's this blue guy is being very stealth, or he thinks he is. And we got a foot race. Put on a little bit of movement. Now we're going to gun through an area that looks fairly safe, but who knows how really safe it is. And now what do we have? What do we have here? Potential. He gets in the way. Too many people get in the way. And at least we seem to have the energy. That foot race is at least giving me the energy. Oh, okay. Well, why not close? If we can. I've been playing a little bit big lately. Okay, that's got to get in. He's going to try to get in. Okay, can we knock this guy back? Oh, I think this is preferred to... Maybe I should have done my loop-de-loop the other way to just stay away from those people's heads. But yes, I've decided that was my preferred method of better than running a safe circle with two guys inside me. I'm going to collect that nice death cloud. My kill, my death cloud. There sure is not much going on here. Now that we take our breather. And I don't want to be bothered by little worms. I saw one above me, so we crossed over. I crossed over my own body to the other side. And I know that squeaky chair is going to come through in the recording. It is a white chair. It is a comfy chair. It's one that swivels about, has rollers. I should probably go, wherever I'm going, I should probably go straight so that even at float speed I can move fairly quickly at float speed. I think I get a natural speed that's okay as a big guy. If I just manage to stay standing. Now that was very, very dubious right there. I think my size is saying do not be a scavenger anymore. Starting to become too big to be a safe scavenger. I don't know if I was planning on finding my tail, but there it is. Down to 4th place because of other people who eat faster than I do. Jessica Storm is the best champ so far in the 48,000s and doubling number 2. So I would imagine that Jessica Storm has some kind of situation similar to this one. Now, who was that? Maybe I could have tried to research. Now we have 2 guys, same skin, basically the same size. It feels kind of dubious between them, but well, that's a nice snack. Now that person did not feel that he could go any further. Is there still the two people around here? Oh, 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 oh. I'm kind of thinking just as well. Now, I guess it's been generally established that this is a sparse part of the world, and that makes it things are survivable. Now, this guy looked like the type of fellow who was going to just ram into you. And why I didn't turn, I'm not quite sure. I guess I didn't have control. Here's another opportunity to do it. It's just right naturally in the flow of things. And this guy just walks right into my circle. So is this number 3 that we're working on? It's definitely something you can do more often in a bots world than otherwise. There's a little, okay, I got a little bit of taste there. Shaving it. Some attention spent to finishing a wrap, and he tried to play too close to the edge. Save Princess in second. Jessica Storm is up in 51, and there's no way I'm going to catch Jessica Storm. But, so, of course, it's not really, I'm not making a habit of being a giant killer. Of course, I don't have the zoom to be able to be a giant killer anyways, to identify where a person is. Reasonably identify where a person is on the map, and then go hunt them down, as Masterov and I suppose others who use Zoom can do. So basically just going to wait for, and now it's all about waiting for Jessica Storm to pop. Jessica Storm, how far can Jessica Storm take it? 52,000. Save Princess in second, and Save Princess trying to go where it's safe. The presence of worms has this way of scaring him into changing his direction and defining where the next place is going to set his safety circle. Extension is not bad right in here. Could be worse. Now, I do have to say it's kind of bad. But I also have to say that I don't have a lot of freedom. Oh, 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 oh. I'm trying to take the end of it rather than the center of it, because the center of that death cloud can be handled on the return trip. So we have a bit of a commitment now. Whatever we might have done, we have more of a commitment than before to stay in this safety circle, because we want to ultimately collect what we just did collect. Oh boy, a lot of extension to be had. No time for a loop-de-loop. No room for a loop-de-loop. This looks like nice eating, except that there's a worm right there. So we turn a knot for some rather luxuriant, briefly luxuriant dot eating. Now, what to do about this guy? Well, we're going to get to that bit. And while we're at it, come out a little extra. Has this guy been shaken? I guess he's decided to go for the other big guy. There's another bit of rich dot eating. Definitely like to be more extended than this. All the lives other than my own. There's this wrap that didn't quite work. Oh, there, that. We got to do it this like one of the bigger guys, and he goes down. You know, that's a nice way to work it. Go around their bodies, and they die. They'll be desperate of trying to get out. This is it'll be tough anyways. So I go along my head. I don't mind. Making my circle a little smaller for that. Oh, now what about this one? Nice time to change? I think so. Oh boy, this could be rough. There's really a couple people giving each other trouble. But do we know this princess knows all about, nor does he? Does he? Can we do it again? We got it. We got another one. And you know the saved princess is a real person. Those other guys being very wobbly. And, you know, I really probably enjoy the circus a bit too much in these situations. And somehow don't know where the heck my cursor is. Now, this is a darn shame. Here I am going for, you know, trying to make the wrap happen quickly. And, you know, cutting. And this time around, I didn't feel that I had safety for the one who went down against my body. And of course, I like to do all things. I like to get my wrap. I also like to get anyone who explodes at my perimeter. And I didn't get the one who exploded on my perimeter this time. Now, do I go for that? Well, I ended up trying to do it. One of my recent deaths, one of my more memorable recent deaths, was pretty much going straight down and a little bit of cloud. I'm kind of wary of going straight down. Now, this guy, he walks right in. And Jessica Storms at 54.5. And he's another one playing around my head. Playing around my head when he could be eating. It says, just, you know, chill about it. You're not going to get a massive quantity. Even if I blow, there's too many people around me for you to expect to get any kind of massive quantity if you have to be close to me at the time that I blow. In the meantime, you have lots of good eating. Lots of the safest eating you'll ever have. I'm not going to bother with you. But just about everybody decides to play at my head instead. Losing their boost, giving another shot, losing all the boost they have stored up, waiting another day, giving it another shot. Can we get this one? No. And what about here? So there I'm trying to do a little bit, so I got a little bit more energy. Now I'm going for now check this out. Zam! Zam! But this little guy makes me not feel safe about collecting on the wrap. So I got the wrap, but I don't get to collect on the silly thing. And I'm striking on him, but check this out. I don't know what I was like. So I'm in first place. The basic thing now is I'm in first place. I'm at 30,000, and on a play that really seemed like a failure, though perhaps this bit of cloud is in some way related to the dust I was stirring up a little while ago. So a wrap that's completed, that's closed on a rather big guy, but I don't collect. As far as I know, I don't collect on it. But anyway, Save Princess has made it into first place. I think it happened at about 7:30. And there's a loop-de-loop I probably could have done, but we're into closing our circles. Or are we? Maybe what we're really into is getting Death Cloud if we can. Oh, look at that. Oh! Now this one, that's kind of aggravating. Maybe that's just like the first moment we should be considering. The first little bit of beginning to the end is a feeling of aggravation. I got a little bit there. a feeling of aggravation over not getting more than I did. More of blowups. Seeing blowups that I can't be very participant in, but very participatory in. There's an interesting life going on. And one wonders, is this the time to join the party? What was I saying? Someone trying to wrap the wrapper and had an opportunity to jump in on it. In a way, you think, why not? 33. That guy was pretty desperate. He was going for glory. Didn't turn out well. And probably not meant to pick up the cloud for that one either. Oh, boy. It just seemed like a lot of eating. I wasn't able to. Now, here, this should make up everything, right? A lot of eating. And most of the time not being able in a position to be able to pick up, smashing all over the place. Now, I'm kind of, as this being a bot's world, I guess I'm still more or less, well, you know what? This is starting to get pretty central. A sparse pocket, pretty in a fairly central location. We're sparse for now. Though it doesn't look like sparse to me. From here it looks like plenty, but the map seems to say that it's mostly blank in the area. So do we have a complete wrap there going on to our left? We have to click this one. No, we don't. Any of that? No. How about a trail of poop? Sure, you can get a trail of poop. How about that above me? No. A gem from today at Starbucks. Quite a few misses, though. I think I sold in at Starbucks at about when I settle in at Starbucks. You get some tiny bit of that. Tiny bit of that. And I'm thrown because not sure exactly why. If I was picking up the wind. That worked pretty well though. Kind of delayed with great extension. Kind of going into a delay is, when the first excitable people pop, there's some left over for a cooler head. Oh boy. Now, does this guy have anything? Do we believe it? Can we believe that this guy has anything? I don't remember right this moment. I would think not. My last memory, and there he is, maybe about ready to retool. My last memory is of there being a heck of a lot of people around. So you're gonna. I'm pretty confident that even though I'm in first place, but I might be playing smaller than I might for the lack of total extension. And I suppose with this kind of excitement, there's not a lot of time to check the leaderboard for just how comfortably you are in first place. If I had checked, I might feel pretty comfortable, but I haven't. Now this one, we get this one right in the flow of things. And maybe it's a little dubious. A bunch of people over there. This guy's pretty intense. Snowy Cow. Snowy Cow's pretty intent on finding me. And no, it's not that difficult to reset in a pretty sparse world. As the biggest worm around, I'm the one with the greatest rights to be roaming the outskirts of the field. Roam the outskirts with the least fear of someone catching me. There's a throbbing gray guy who looks more or less my own size. So how is that possible? I'm at 38 and the next highest at 21. But he's not going at float speed. I suppose that dodge is because of seeing, oh my goodness, the UFO ball that indicates someone is nearby. And where I'm going, I'd rather go more or less straight because I want to be able to, I should be moving with some speed. If not boost, then natural downhill speed, or the effect of natural downhill speed. Now, over here, what I'm seeing is a rich area in dots. And I do have a principle I go by as we watch that worm spawn, the unusual event. Watching a moment of worm spawning. What do we have here? Is it time to close the app? Things get a little desperate. There's another wrap. We got ourselves a wrap. So now the question is, do you play indifferent or you try to close it? I have extension to make up. He's successfully playing the wall. And I think for maybe as slow as I've generally gone, I think that's one that I kind of have to back into a decision of. Now, can we get this guy? Can we turn it and hold it? Oh, now I'm very curious what happened. I guess that there's two guys in there, and they were fighting each other. So now I'm closing this one hard with an intent. An intent to make this one happen as a wrap. Oh, he's still alive. Everyone's still alive. Speeding up a bit more to get around the edge. There he goes. Target would have been so much more efficient. Oh boy. But we get the silly thing, and we are getting dizzy. I don't know about you, I'm getting dizzy watching this. And I don't really have the freedom I would have liked. I didn't really feel like I had the freedom to head out in the safest of having a 360. I would think I was still too tight to have a true 360-degree circle at my disposal to decide the safest way to go. Fortunately, I was able to gun past the worms and live for another day. So the number of raptors has been very uncharacteristic, but maybe less so when you consider that you are in a bots world, and bots worlds are built for raps more than others are. Say Princess has now cracked 40,000, and number 2, you have to go way down to 24 at this point. Now I suppose I'm playing small, and I also suppose I don't have a lot of. I don't think I've had the freedom. Can we get past this guy? Can we loop? Do you loop and stay where we've been, basically? That we can do. And we have pretty good extension, except for the loop-de-loop. Now, do we want to get that? I have a memory of a recent death. Just that kind of idea. So now we're going to come out. And this is maybe a little nervous. Well, it should. Think how much bigger am I than this guy? So at least red ends up disrupting my nice circle. He had me kind of twisting awkward, not knowing quite how big I was playing. And I'm thinking though, if I can ever get decent extension, I will. There he comes again. If I can get decent extension, red should not be a player to worry about. But I don't think it's really true just now. Look, oh, he's actually putting it pretty close. That is, now I imagine that's red. He's going for his glory, and that's what he gets. And of course, I was going hard. That put me in a great position to win that battle. Going hard and have the ability to turn away hard. But of course, that body I don't know about. 40 foot old. You know, I'm looking back on this thinking that these are fine decisions. These are fine decisions to go back into the safety circle rather than collect and try to, go off course for who knows what might be there, what looks like is there, and who knows if it really is. Meow, and another one dies trying to get out. Works just as good as a wrap if you go around them and they die trying to get out. No annoying time of them playing at my head. No dicey making myself smaller and vulnerable. Oh, now this guy, can I get some of this? Ah, little bit. And we're at 46,000, playing maybe fairly big. I think at this point I had looked. Now what's going on there? 46,000. I think at this point I had taken a little bit of a look to see how comfortably ahead of second place I was. And I believe I determined that I was in fact pretty comfortably ahead. And so we stake with our safety circle. Now this one, I like to get behind his tail, and I managed to do it. Because now the guy is my best shield in the world. No one's going to be coming in the opposite direction because the guy going so hard the other way. Now we're going to be a shield on one side, and it's convenient when he pops. It puts me in a good position. We're not going to change our direction and chase the other death cloud. Chase the cloud the other way. We're going to chase only in the safe direction. Here's another opportunity to trail a guy's poops. And it turned out to be more than poop. Much more. And we lived through that. Looks like a bit more to pick up. There should be some more to pick up here. And the extension is actually quite good. Now here, I have even a little bit of notion to go smack the guy turning a circle. That could have been glorious. It didn't turn out to be as close, though, as I was kind of imagining it to play out to be. So now we're at 48,000, and I think my moment is quite soon, folks. Now this, what we chalk this up to is a frustrating. This is our maybe little one note of frustration. A big blow up that I do not get to participate in. So you see someone blowing up over there, and of course there's no chance at it. But I'm looking at it and saying, man, everyone else is having all the fun. This is what's starting to really start to get to me. I'm seeing things blowing up, but it's other people who get to have all the fun. Save Princess. At this point, it would have been nice to look at the leaderboard and see that my 48,000 versus second place is 18,000. Kind of close to triple the size of the next person. Means that I am ridiculously ahead and can afford to be and profit by being ridiculously risk averse, right? And there's a guy who I don't quite remember him getting a side. One in my body, and I really the way to play, and there's two guys in the body. I kind of think one of them is a spawner. That I got that situation again. I got to the size of where somebody spawned in my body. But this one guy, Red's he does annoy me. I really do not like them there. I mean, they're right to do that, play as they are, in the sense that and good for him. He managed to kill the other guy in the body, but he's using his boost up, going for the glory. He's really doing well, keeping it going. He really is doing very well. I get to eat his poops at this point. That's kind of nice. I'm a little too distracted by this guy. But yes, everyone else gets to have the fun. Everyone else gets to have all the fun. And I should have been risk averse. I should have been totally risk averse at this point. With a huge lead, no one's going to get me. No one's going to catch me from behind. Oh, that guy finally couldn't keep up. I don't know why that was the moment. Now look at this. Here is the final straw for me, really. There's a big guy going at my head. He was going for some major glory because I hadn't closed my circle. And I play, and that guy is just right. He dies right as I'm going past him. Exactly the wrong time that he dies. So the frustration is building again. A tiny taste of that. That guy blows behind me. I don't get any of him. That guy blows behind me. I don't get any of him. Now what I say, and I say this aloud, I said, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I don't care. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And that's my death right there. It's just immature, emotions taking over. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of every little piece of Death Cloud going by where I'm not in position for it. I don't care. I'm leaving my safety circle. I want to eat big Death Cloud. And the position didn't warrant it. Game situation didn't warrant it. And I'm rather mad at myself. That could have been, my record is 71,000. I'm thinking any day now I get an 80. And if I get an 80, why not get 100? And I still think it's going to be every day now. But that I have to control for that. Those kinds of emotional reactions that do not match the reality of the board and what you need to do to stay alive and grow bigger, grow stronger. Anyhow, there it is. Hope you enjoy. One of these days we'll get to those backlog first place games. But I'm afraid that I am, for the time being, I'm winning too often to take care of them.